Today's lesson is on Pikachu, and we're going to first start off by planning. We want to make sure that we have room for, if we have his head here, we want room for those long, narrow ears that kind of look like a bunny. And then you want room for his short, little chubby body here. So, plan. Now, if we find the center, we're going to jump up about 2 fingers and put a mark. And we're going to put a horizontal line. A tiny horizontal line about as wide as our finger. From there, we're going to curve up. Just a small curve up. This is going to form his mouth. And this is going to be Pikachu happy with his little mouth open. So down like the letter U and back up. Now look, I'm not touching the ends of these little smileys here, the corners of his mouth. I'm just going inside. And then we'll draw a little bit of accent for his tongue. So inside this U, we're going to start about probably almost a finger's width, and I'm going to curve and curve to the other side. This forms his little tongue right in here. Above that, just skip about, I'd say a finger, put a little dot, and put a little curve, just a little N curve, just a slight curve for his nose, but not, don't make the full letter N. It's kind of a rainbow arch, but very tiny. This is a little nosy, his little nose. Now, if you go to this area where his smiley is, come up, put a little dot, smiley, up, put a little dot. Oop, I'm going to make mine the same height just by dropping down. Now, these little dots, I'm going to turn into a big circle for his eye. A big circle for his eye. And his eyes, now if it's not perfectly made, okay, look, fix it, make it. Just redo it. Now, I'm going to color these in. So, he has a little highlight. I'm going to draw a little circle here. Look at where I put the circle. There's more on this side than over here. And then I'm going to do a little circle here. Now, this is going to be left white. And for Pikachu, he has dark eyes with a little white highlight. So, watch how I'm coloring this in. I've left that little white highlight. Okay? So I'm going to color this circle in to match. Now this is where you can adjust. If your circles aren't perfect, if you want to fix anything, you can adjust them here to make them the same size. Then I'm going to put a little curve on the top. Curve. And then I'm curving around and around. And he's got 2 round circle cheeks. Make them bigger than the eyeballs. Make sure they're big. Now his ears are like bunny ears. Out. So I come off of the head. Right where the head kind of turns toward the side a little bit up at the top. You don't want them way up here. And then it goes fat at the bottom and then tapers to skinny. And his ears have a black tip. So I'll just color those in. You can wait to color in your tip if you want. And put another ear on the other side. And this one I'm going to have up toward the corner of my page. They don't have to be pointing in the same direction. And then I'm adding the black tip here. And I did a diagonal line. I didn't do it horizontal coming across. And I'm lightly coloring in here. Now for his body, he's got these little, come around to the head. Now look, they're going to come, you're going to come out for his little hands or little arms. And it seems to have just points, up, back, up, back, up, back. And go back in for his body. And the same for this side. Out, just little pokes here. And back to the body. Now he's pretty fat. Now his body's kind of a blob. So watch, I'm just going to come down off his arms, down. I'm rounding, and then I'm going to go up and back down. It's kind of like a tooth shape, upside down tooth shape. Or, look, almost like a W, a rounded W. And then just little tiny legs. Okay, little tiny feet. Look, down down to meet. Almost like the letter V, but curve it. Curve it. And he's got just little lines for toes. Now let's get some detail inside his fingers here. He's got, if you put a couple little points here on this side, and then do the same on this side. Kind of like little mountains, and curve it. This is the inside of his hand. Kind of like letter M on the side. Okay, watch the hand. Look, I just did these little pokes here, like fingers, little M's on the side. See? If I turn it sideways, it's like the letter M. Just little details. He doesn't have a lot of detail. Oh, and I forgot his tail. It's like a Shazam tail. So it's a zigzag. So watch. Come off the body, down, up, down, up. It's wider here. So now I'm going to follow my curves. If this did a zigzag, look, I'm leaving a finger, putting a line. Look how I'm going to do this. Then I come over, connect. So I did a V with a high check, down diagonal. I put my finger to get the parallel line. I trace this, trace this. Then I went, match this angle, matched. Now I'm going to match this angle. Come over to form my point. And there we have our Pikachu. And of course he's a light yellow color with little red cheeks. Now let's see if I've got some second grade Pikachu examples here. Alright, I got a couple Pikis. Here. So here we have some second grade Pikachus. And you can have fun. And you can have fun at home making your Pikachu. Wow, that's great. Here's another one. And here's another one. And here's another one. Good job. And I hope you have fun at home making Pikachus. Second graders, would you like to say good luck? Good luck. All right, and thank you for viewing.